Hi guys, welcome back to another video in my construction series. This time we're going to look at roofs. There are primarily two types of roofs, a cold roof and a warm roof. And in this one we're going to look at cold roof, so we're just going to draw a very simple pitched cold roof. So bear with me because this one does take a bit of time. So first we're going to cap off our masonry walls. Then we're going to draw a wall plate, 100 by 50. Make it a slightly lighter line weight because it's not masonry. Roof joist, 150 high. It's an elevation, so make that a lighter color. This will be plasterboard. Offset that 15. Draw the end of the joist. Okay, rafter, let's draw that at 30 degrees. Offset that at 150. Sit that there. Just draw a line up here, project that on. Okay, let's say we want a soffit of 300 long. Okay, it's not masonry, make that green. It's going to be about 18 mil thick, so I draw that at 20 mil thick timber. Okay, so the rafter end gets cut like that. Okay, next we're going to offset this rafter by 25 mil. Now those will be 25 mil deep timbers running on top of the rafters. Then over here, we're going to draw 50 by 25 mil tiling patterns. Okay, change the line weights, green for the outside and a light color on the inside. Okay, going to copy that, say 350, that would be dependent on your tile size. Let's draw a couple of those. Okay, now going to align that to this roof. Okay. Next, we're going to draw a 30 mil thick line for your tiling. We don't need to draw the individual tiles. It's a waste of time. It might look nice, but in the office that would just be a waste of time. Delete this end one here. Okay, next, just going to end this here like that, and this one here like that. Okay, and we're going to go back and adjust these afterwards. Okay, next we're going to draw a 100 mil gutter, 600 mil wide, like that. Again, change the line weight, indicate some kind of bracket like this. Okay. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to stretch this, take this off, stretch this up to here. Okay, draw across like this, so like this. Cap this off. That. Okay, now just to explain, let's offset this line by 10 mil so you can see. This line here is your breather membrane. Okay, now in reality what happens is there's a board that goes down here which directs this breather membrane into your gutter. So let's just move this back down so you can see what I mean. So it's indicative, but what happens is this breather membrane here gets draped into the gutter. This roof tile is extended slightly further on. So this here is a timber batten running all the way along parallel to the roof joist, so air can get in here. Okay, now let's draw some roof insulation. Connect those so you've got a continuous line of insulation. Then in your roof soffit, which is this, so this vertical bit's called the fascia, this bit's called the soffit, and you can buy things called soffit vents, which are essentially slots. And what that allows is for air to come into this loft space here. and this loft space is all cold. That's why they call it a cold roof. So what happens is warm, moist air from inside the house passes through the wall and it passes up into the ceiling. It condensates around this space here, but it gets dried out because this air is constantly circulating through the roof space. So this roof space is cold, and that's why they call it a cold roof. So we're just going to apply some hatches to try and illustrate this a bit better. So you see these are the rafters running this way. These are timbers which sit on top of the rafters, and that just allows any water that does come through the tiles. So let me put the breather membrane back in. Any water that comes through the tiles, which there won't be a lot of, will hit this breather membrane and can drain underneath these tile patterns. Okay, like that, and they'll drain into the gutter. And at this scale, that's all you need to draw.